It's a long time coming. It definitely is. It was bleak enough at the end of the last World Cup when you knew you had to go through the whole qualifying process. But it's something we've been waiting for. Some girls have been waiting for it for the last 4 years, some girls for the last 18 months, and I suppose it's about getting there and being on top of the world stage. Like, we want to be back in that World Cup. We're trying to push the Nothing Like a campaign. We've got the Interpros televised. We're trying to push the profile of women's rugby, and if the international team isn't at the top level, we really, really need that for girls to look up to us to play. So that is the aim, is to get back on the top ladder of rugby, and it starts with the very first game on Monday.
We know a lot about Italy and Scotland, but how do you prepare for Spain, and how do you make sure that you don't take them lightly, that you haven't met them before, or that they're just not a regular opponent?
Yeah, we know how good they are on the sevens circuit. They're really, really tough, and so I suppose they have a lot of really good sevens players, but then they're mixing in with their 15s experience that they have, and they have a lot of girls playing in different clubs across Europe. So I know personally we played Spain in the World Cup in warm-up games before the last World Cup, and that was the last time that I had played them in the 15s game, and they're tough to play against. They're fast, they've got the mix of 15s and 7s, and that is a great mix. And we're not taking them lightly, that every one of the teams that are going to be in Italy are there for one reason, and Spain are no different.
When you reviewed your performance in the Six Nations, you personally, do you sit down with your coaches and talk about your game and certain areas you can improve on, or when you come off or the day after a match, do you kind of know yourself what's to be done?
Oh God, yeah. The same with anything in life. You have to just reflect on your performances, whether they're good or whether they're bad. And we do sit down with our coaches and go through, what was good, but you're always looking to get better. And the game is constantly evolving. Your own game is constantly evolving. So you're never really content with how you play, and you are your own worst critic. But it is good to get the feedback off the coaches and the people that know as well.
We were talking about putting the women's game in the spotlight. Over the last couple of weeks, we've had great stories in women's sports, and from the Olympics, and Katie Taylor and Leona Maguire. Have you spoken about that when you qualify, or if you qualify, it's going to be a big headline? But have you spoken about that, about putting yourselves up there to be the next team in the spotlight?
It's everyone's individual hope that we get up there. It's going to be a long tournament. It's a long few weeks, and I don't think we can look that far ahead. I really don't think we can, and it's the same as what I say in the Six Nations, that there's so many games, and each game is so different, and each game will have a different game plan. It'll have a different match day 23, that I think you just have to take it step by step. And if we do what we're supposed to do step by step correctly, we will be up there, and then we will be able to really realise it and take it all in, that we are up at the top and hopefully competing at a World Cup in New Zealand.
Finally, you have 3 new or uncapped players in the squad. I know when somebody new comes into the men's squad, they make a big deal out of it, they make them stand up and sing a song. Is that part of your squad as well, or how do you welcome them in? And is there a plan if someone does get a cap? Is there a big deal made of it?
Yeah, there is. It really is. It's a huge special occasion, and usually there will be a sing-song at the end of it, so hopefully that will continue again this year, and that the girls will have their songs ready. But it is phenomenal to still have new caps coming into the squad. It's always adding to the squad, and Sam has had so much experience over playing with Wasps. Mary has been in with us for quite a while and has been in the States playing rugby. And Lucy, I don't think I need to say any more about Lucy and the experience she has coming from the sevens, especially as captain. So it's great to have such girls coming in just to build on an already fantastic squad.